the permissions.
Alright. Cool. Cap and Watch Portion, can you guys just start saying stuff and talking so I can hear if the audio is good?
Beep, boop, beep. Everything is cool.
Everything is great. Gonna watch some Pikmin. Gonna be awesome.
Yep.
Alright, let's see.
Beep, boop, beep.
Alright, I think the audio levels are probably okay. I guess people on stream can say if the game's too quiet, but I think it looks okay, so.
Okay, I promise I'm not this bad early blues. I definitely just didn't fail 3 times in a row.
It's
That's a good
fine.
sign. Yeah. From experience, failing it a bunch in practice right before runs means you'll get it in runs. And conversely, getting it a lot before in practice means you'll fail it in runs.
It depends on my White Flower Garden 3.
Of course.
Yeah, I just want to make sure, Teddy, you and SBU both checked the C to make sure it's right.
Yeah, I did that.
Alright, cool. Alright, are we ready to go then, or... Oh, I should probably put in the tournament.
Are you virtual camming, Strongman?
I am. Oh, shoot, yeah, you're right. Let me turn it on. I'll be in the
I'm
commentary.
sure you might be, but I can't see
Let's
it.
see. No, yeah, no, I'm
You
not.
can have really delayed commentary on the stream.
Video.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
Also, what's up, Fortune? I think this is the first time I've actually, like, said a word.
Conversed,
spoken word.
yeah.
It's awesome that you've been, like, kind of coming back.
Mm-hmm.
It's been sick. We're always thirsty for new runners, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's about, like, keeping momentum in a game, being like, actually want to consistently run it, which I do.
And I don't know, I don't want to toot our own horn, but, like, we're not a bad group of people to be invested in, because, you know, like, we'll be here. We'll be like, yo, definitely if you go live, you definitely should post in the Discord, because, like, we're the kind of people that are like, oh my god, someone new.
Oh my god. More runs to watch.
Please, yes. I know, we're always thirsty. Literally, like, we will be, like, asking, like, does anyone want to go live? Like, we want to watch. We want to watch Pikmin runs so bad. You know, any case, yeah, so I guess Teddy, are you gonna get ready to race?
I'll just get 18th try blue, then I'll reset, then we can race.
Alright, dog. Don't wait too long. 1.
Okay, good.
You don't know how to nap, it's okay. 2. Alright, there you go, 3rd try. But you're too far away? No, you're not too far away. Nice.
Good.
GG's. Alright. Sick. Have you guys, I'm assuming everyone's confirmed that, like, set seed is working, etc., etc.?
Yes.
Alright, sick.
Alright, cool. I guess... we'll use tournament for the commentators, and you guys can hop the commentary, I guess, when it starts, or you can just leave the...
Sure, I can move Electric Fortune into commentary.
Alright, cool. I'll move
But we should do the countdown together, and then I'll move Fortune into commentary. Are we live, by the way, on Twitch?
Yeah, we're live.
Yep.
Alright, I just want to know so I can host.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh, good idea.
Lynn, one thing, could you mind like reloading my Twitch page, because you're like 10 seconds behind, which might make desync.
I'll just do both.
Yeah, just smash the MF refresh button.
All right, check again now.
That's like 3 seconds, much better.
Okay, cool. All right, are you ready for the countdown? Let me make sure chat isn't saying something's wrong. All right, they're not. Cool. You ready for the countdown?
Yep.
Is that 2 yips?
SBU, are you ready? I'm assuming that was a yes.
That was a mute. I'm not sure what that means.
It's unmute and then remute.
SBU, please.
Just type yes.
Type yes and no mic if you're ready.
Okay, yeah.
Yes,
okay,
have strong
cool,
head lid.
Cool.
All
right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
All right.
Up. All right, and now we're off. So here we have losers round 2, everyone. This is SBU Diver and Teddy Yoshi. SBU is kind of I mean, he's a notable Pikmin 3 Deluxe runner, and he's pretty fast at Pikmin 2 as well. And he's recently gotten some pretty good GameCube PBs. He usually runs on the Wii version, but he also is notable for having some pretty solid GameCube times as well. And SBU is apparently not doing the chat. Chat, please. Wait. No, the fast loads. Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Are we gonna have to restart? SBU wants to restart. Teddy.
Right. Might have to
Yeah, we can
recall here.
Teddy. Someone let Teddy know. Teddy, no.
How do we contact him?
Teddy.
What is he looking? Pull him back.
Teddy. Someone get Teddy on here.
Let's see.
Teddy. Teddy. Everyone needs to go into Teddy's chat super quick and just tell Teddy or Yoshi that Teddy or Yoshi. No.
My man is moving though.
So is he still going? Oh, he's still going.
Yes. But out.
Oh, that was a
I can
mistake.
go in his chat, I guess. Let me see.
Okay, I literally just. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. All right.
You confirmed Omega cheater. No, I'm
I
joking.
think they won though.
It happens. It totally happens.
It does in fact happen.
All right. Now, okay, so we will probably have to do the countdown again.
Yeah.
That's all good.
Is SBU in the? Yes. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yes.
good now.
We can move them out of the commentary booth in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
All
That
right.
was unfortunate.
Yep, it happens.
All right.
All right, false alarm, guys. Dun dun dun.
All right. Ready? 2 readies.
Alright, yeah. Sure is.
Looking for an ad from SB or something. There we go. All right. Cool. All right.
Awesome.
Take 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Okay. Now I think we'll be off to the races.
Yeah, that looks more even.
So SBU is so as I was saying, SBU is usually a Pikmin 3 runner, and he has made a name for himself by being a pretty good runner on the new Play Control Wii version, but he also is in general very knowledgeable and very good at the Pikmin franchise, and this is a pretty strong opponent. Teddy or Yoshi actually started running ROM hacks, and he kind of went. He ran Colossal Caverns and other ROM hacks, and then he kind of moved from ROM hack playing to actual speedrunning, which is kind of crazy. And so obviously we welcome him here. And SBU is seeded, but you know, it's gonna be a close race. So SBU took some time to get the 1 Pikmin, but he got 1 Pikmin, whereas Teddy has 3. Teddy also, it's really unfortunate because he's struggling a little bit here on day 1. It's sad because he had a really good day 1 on the other one that had to be reset. So...
Yeah.
Okay, Teddy, you're moving. So what he's doing is that he needs to move the cursor without moving the captain. I often refer to that as the light touch. There you go. So Teddy, you need to so what I would do if I was Teddy here, he needs to just kill one at a time. I mean, he needs to keep moving here. Alright. ROM hack speedrunning is totally real speedrunning, responding to chat. It's just not vanilla speedrunning. Oh Lord, it's this is so tragic. Okay, so the problem is his camera angle is just not right here. It's like I don't know. Like, I can't correct for that. Unfortunately, it's hard to correct for that. But it's I can tell that it's not right.
You gotta
Okay,
go.
he needs to kill these two. Like he needs to just actually yeah, he needs to start making some progress because some progress is better than no progress.
Mm.
That's just really unfortunate, especially after getting it
Flawlessly the first time.
It's also one of those things that's like really brutal because there isn't usually a lot of backups because like in the speedrun you usually he's moving his cursor a little bit too much. Yeah, there he goes. Finally. Oh my gosh. Okay, he got it. Oh jeez. It's annoying because in the speedrun when you mess something like that up, you just reset normally.
Yeah.
You know?
It's within the first minute of the
race,
run.
so you can't do it. Oh, that is actually a pretty huge bummer, but you know, and a little bit, and it's only a little bit tragic because SBU kind of forced a restart when he got it first try, so that's just really unfortunate on Teddy's part.
Obviously, SBU couldn't have known, but
no. I mean, SBU didn't know. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit tragic, but in any case, I mean, Teddy's gonna keep moving, and now SBU's coming in on day 3. Oh, and now
the timer's going wild.
The timer's
I'm sorry,
going
I forgot to
wild.
turn global hotkeys off. So
this is an amazing race so far, guys. Oh Lord. Can we reset the race
like 4 minutes slow. So
unfortunately we can't reset the race a second time. Honestly, I'm just gonna subtract 3 minutes from SBU's time, and if SBU doesn't beat Teddy by 3 minutes, Teddy wins. IMO. The timer is also red. I think that's just how Lynn does timers. Got him. These guys are already behind. They're behind on neutral splits. I'm sorry, kiddo, but the game was rigged from the very beginning. And okay, so yeah, Teddy's only like 3 minutes behind.
Yeah.
Maybe even less. He's like maybe 2.5 minutes behind. So like, you know,
an unfortunate note, but
yeah,
he needs to take a deep breath and like collect himself, and then.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, like this stuff happens in races, but like, you know, we gotta remember, right? Like, this is just fun, you know. Like, there's no glory, there's no there's it's so so it's all good. Any case, so okay, so there's a little bit of bad RNG on the sprouts. With SBU, because you have to wait on those sprouts in order to get 15 Pikmin for the 15 bag. Yeah, no, so this is great. Oh, he misses. This is weird. So normally you want to get the long shot on the left 5 pellet instead of the right, but SBU I think accidentally kind of did sort of a reverse. So the stagger on the 5 pellets are going to be a little weird. That's perfectly okay. And you can tell it was a little weird because he didn't beat up the 10 pellet at all. Like, when the 10 pellet pops up, that's a really good sort of internal in-game clock to tell you kind of where you are. Because if you're really fast, you can beat up the 10 pellet. Yeah. Teddy, in the meanwhile, is wrapping up day 3. Yeah, so he's like 2 minutes behind SBU, I think. So that's good. I mean obviously it's not good, but it's like it's one bad reset away from it's one bad reset away from being. Curtis said skill issue in the chat. I think that's pretty fun. How is he 2 minutes behind 3 minutes into the run? Unfortunately, Teddy just kind of had a little bit of struggle on day 1 extinction. Unfortunately. Teddy is, again, as I said before, Teddy is a started as a ROM hack speedrunner, so he's also a little bit familiar with some of the vanilla specific tricks, like Day 1 Extinction. I mean, he's not unfamiliar. He is a 148. Like, he's not slow, but, you know, or at least he's not like a novice. But, you know, he's still less familiar than he is with, like, sort of other Pikmin gameplay. Yeah, it's, he's already, he's only 2 minutes behind, you know, 5 minutes in, but, you know, that is what happens. It was really tragic just because he got it first try in sort of a false start, which is also not his fault. So Teddy actually beat out the 10 pellets here. Honestly, Teddy's kind of catching SBU a little bit on these splits, which is kind of wild. Teddy didn't really... So what I would have done here is I would have taken one of the Pikmin that's carrying the 1 pellet and made sure it was carrying the other 1 pellet. Because there's this 1 pellet that Teddy didn't handle that's just going to be chilling right by Louie. You see, yeah, you see that there? Yeah, that needs to be... yeah, and then he slows, yeah, and then he accidentally whistled Pikmin off of this. Yeah, that's just...
Yeah.
This is one where, and this is common in Pikmin 2, where when something like that happens, it's faster to correct it early than to just, like, wing it. Because, you know, in trying to basically wing it later, he whistled Pikmin off of the 5 pellets, and that ended up losing more time, you know?
Yeah.
In general, in Pikmin 2, and in a lot of games, I mean, it's kind of a mantra in general, but especially in Pikmin 2, I find that, like, if something's wrong, you should fix it immediately. Because I think that that's a very common mistake that you'll see, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's very common, especially, you know, when you're new or, you know, not new, like, when you're less experienced, it's hard. A lot of people are less experienced than me. I've been running this game for too long. I'm really freaking old. But it's like, it's very easy to think like, oh, it's gonna be fine. Whereas the answer is honestly, when you make it like something like that, where like...
Unless you know it's fine, it can turn out very poorly.
Yeah. Basically assume if you're not 100% confident that it's gonna be okay, it's not gonna be okay. that is, I think, a very strong Pikmin 2 mantra, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. It's gotta go. But yes. Iceman's sick. Person in chat.
Mm-hmm.
Old Paper Mario guy, but he did a couple Pikmin 2 runs. He was pretty good. Alright, nice. Alright, so Teddy's making his way. He did this pretty... Oh, he didn't activate the cutscene. I guess he just wanted to get plucking, which is right. I actually don't mind that. Like, this cutscene's gonna play in Emergence Cave 1, but it's better to keep moving. I'm always like... I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive because I kind of said the opposite, but like, if it's something like a cutscene playing, you just gotta keep moving. If it's something like carries or something, where it's gonna cause more time loss later, I think you gotta deal with it. But something like the cutscene, that's something that you can afford to play in EC.
SBU taking 30 Pikmin down with him to the purples.
Yeah, he kind of played a little bit fast and loose here. Honestly, so one of SBU's biggest weaknesses is in new play control, C-sticking is just very different. And so sometimes I think SBU, I mean, he's a very good player, but I feel like sometimes he doesn't have that fine control over... Oh my gosh! Oh! Oh, that's not good. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's the rescue run.
So that Pikmin loss is actually a little bit problematic, because now he has to make sure that he can carry the globe, which means throwing a certain number of purples. Like, he can't collect any, like, he can't collect any bugs here, actually. Well, if Teddy's gonna catch SBU anywhere, it's gonna be here, because, so it's a little bit awkward, because, and this death is gonna, honestly, losing as many Pikmin is like, I mean, it's a race, so you gotta keep going, but that's gonna lead to some serious time losses later.
That's gonna bleed through until staggered hole, basically.
Yeah. But, yeah. But, you know, I mean, it's 4 Pikmin. I mean, it's good to get some perspective. Like, it's really bad. Honestly, it's a little bit awkward because of the fact that, he couldn't get a bug here either, you know, and so that cutscene's gonna play later. And then really get in his way. But, you know, it's 4 Pikmin, and so, you know, you move on. You know, Teddy lost 2.5 minutes. to
Teddy's problem was not losing Pikmin.
yeah,
when he needed to.
so I mean, if Teddy can keep going, you know, you can. Let this be a lesson to anyone. If you can keep going after losing 3 minutes to day 1, there's no reason to ever not keep going. You know what I mean? Yeah, 5 deaths. Oof. Yeah, and that's gonna hurt. But you know, SBU is smart and he's resourceful. And knowing how to play when you're down Pikmin is a very underrated skill. In Pikmin 2, unlike a lot of other Pikmin games, honestly, mistakes that cost Pikmin are pretty common, and honestly are, I don't want to say unavoidable, but like, they are sort of the price that you pay for going fast, and so understanding how to play with low Pikmin is actually a skill in and of itself. Like, you want to try not to kill Pikmin, but it's important that when you do kill Pikmin, you don't, like, completely, you know, lose your composure, you know?
Like, on average, you're going to be losing Pikmin somewhere. So.
Right. It's very rare to have a run that loses, like, 0 purples by the end of it, for example. So, one thing that Teddy got a little bit lucky there. It's sometimes nice to look back and make sure that both are getting carried. And just so you can fix it before walking to the geyser, because you have more than enough time to walk to the geyser. So, it's just good to get that out of the way. Yep, and so this cutscene is going to play, which is going to kind of make Teddy seem like he's even slower compared to SBU, but that's kind of a lie, because SBU is going to bleed that time in Hole of Beast 1. SBU's lead is still very healthy. So what happened here in this section was very good. All 6 Pikmin carried their targets back to the onion, which was very good. Because that just really speeds up the split, because you don't have to worry about everything collecting, because it's already collected.
Yeah, you don't have to re-micromanage them.
Yeah, exactly.
Do their jobs.
Yes. In particular, on that split, Pikmin don't like to do their jobs, because of how, like, sheer grub AI works, and how various Pikmin AI works. If you just randomly throw 6 Pikmin in that area, it's really likely that a sheer grub will be missed, or a pellet will be missed. I mean, it's a very common occurrence. But yeah, I mean, Teddy's like 2 minutes behind still, which is, again, I mean, he hasn't lost any time to SBU, which means he kept up with SBU during the cave.
Yeah, that's important. He hasn't had any major chances to catch up, minus the enemy cutscene.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and he's run Colossal Caverns and stuff as well, and like in stuff like Colossal Caverns, etc., you know, like, you have to deal with like a lot of enemies, and Colossal Caverns as a ROM hack is like one big cave. So if there's anything that I think Teddy is going to excel at more, it's going to be the caves. Whereas in these above ground sections, I think SBU has sort of an advantage on Teddy. SBU being a person who's played a little bit of Pikmin 1, a lot of Pikmin 3, which is mostly
all overground, basically.
Yeah, all above ground. I mean, there's no caves, so it's literally all above ground, right? And SBU's the former Pikmin 3 Deluxe World Record holder, and so yeah, so you can see that like Teddy is kind of doing struggling a little bit to quickly manage his Pikmin. And he didn't throw enough, so he only threw 4 Pikmin on the pellets and stuff here, and that's just not going to be enough. Because you need 6, because you have, like, how are you gonna, like, carry all of these things, you know? And so this is, and I'm sure he's realizing a mistake. So he's plucking leaves, but then the leaves are gonna get back slower, so you see this is gonna cause even more problems. If he's smart and has some foresight, yeah, he can put some leaves on the... Yeah, so putting the leaves on this was pretty wise. Yeah, I think he's realizing... Yep, oh, Teddy, you need to put the flower on the one pellet that's getting carried by 1 leaf, because that's not going to get in, my good sir. Yeah, I think he didn't hear me, but he... Oh, and that Pikmin...
then it passed away. Now he has to go collect it. And...
Yeah. This is the kind of thing where it's like, again, you know, and Teddy has to know that you have to get 6. And this is one of those things, by the way, where, like, as I was saying, like, you have to make sure to do that right the first time. You know?
Right,
when
and
you
trying to
continue to-
freestyle just leads to more problems.
It just never works. Unfortunately. I mean, you know, like, we do the things that we do in this game for a reason. And I just think, like, if there's something to be gleaned, it's like those kind of details matter. Like, exactly how many Pikmin you throw in a certain area. Like, that is a number that we've kind of, like, pioneered for a reason. You know, like, there's a reason why we're throwing 6 and that we're not throwing 5. And we're not throwing 7.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's all. But, I mean, again, this is kind of what I expected, where, like, SBU kind of excels more in the above grounds, and that's where Teddy struggles a little bit more, but then Teddy kind of makes some way back here, yeah. So Teddy, unfortunately, lost a fair bit of time here. But that's to be expected. That's just, like, a little bit of weakness in the above grounds. The above grounds are a really good place to practice, honestly, your Pikmin 2 urgency.
Yeah.
Because
Something I neglect to practice overground.
I mean, it's good to practice because it's the same every time, you know.
Right.
So
exactly.
or it's near the same. I mean, there's always going to be a little bit of variation, but like, you know, you're not going to have. Oh, he literally missed it. Yep. Whoops. This is why sometimes it's good to zoom out because Teddy accidentally missed where this was. The good news, fixing the carry this early, I kind of agree on. Also, he's going to get some bugs on this floor for it, so that's not too bad. But yeah, it's oh, and I'm looking at SBU do 4 here. So this is really good RNG, but I would go to the card first, and yes, SBU recognizes this as well. That was good recognition. So the reason why you want to go for the card first here is the Bulborb is with the Matites. So based on where the white tile is on the ground, SBU knew that Matites were in this corner with the Bulborb, and so he wanted everyone here. And so in that case, because you need everyone here, it's better to just get the card moving while you then can sort everything else. And you're going to have to wait on the big Bulborb, but everything's coming in at around the same time.
SBU finally gets his first bug body.
Oh my god.
As a Mitite. So his money face is going to be interesting.
Yeah. I think he might have gotten one female sheer grub on one, but because you collect female sheer grubs above ground in the enter split, they actually don't trigger the cutscene.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact. No, I mean, it's weird and it's niche, and if you didn't play all treasures, you actually wouldn't know that. It's like, it's kind of it's an interesting thing. So if you collect a body above ground, that body will not trigger the cutscene. So, like, I mean, there are no snowy there's no, you know, dwarf, like, snow Bulborbs above ground. But in theory, if you killed one above ground, it wouldn't trigger the cutscene on underground. So because he only got female sheer grubs on one. Oh, didn't. So SBU elects not to go for the one cycle here. Or I guess the 0 cycle. I guess you would call this a cycle, right?
Yeah.
I guess you'd call it a 2 cycle. It's 2 cycles of hitting the Empress. So yeah, so he goes for this. It's safer. I mean, you're not gonna risk leafing any Pikmin or doing anything, and SBU has a pretty healthy lead. I don't know if he knows how healthy his lead is, so I suppose there's no harm in doing the safe strat. Then again, I don't think Teddy Ursa knows how to do the fast Empress either, but it's been a while since I've seen Teddy run, so I could be surprised. Let's see what Teddy does on 4. I don't think so. SBU talks a lot with the top runners, which even if he's you know, which like gives him an advantage because like SBU knew to do card first. So Teddy has the right idea here. The problem is that then like there's gonna be Leafs carrying stuff going back, and like now he has to manage. I would let it collect. Yes, okay, so in this case, I don't necessarily agree with this play, but I agree with letting it, at this point, you might as well let it collect. Right, because then the Pikmin go back to you, and then I guess you don't have to worry about the cutscene. The problem is that now, which is like fine.
You can't get the Mitite bodies, yeah?
Yeah, well, he either is not going to get them, or he's going to lose a lot of time to get them, which is just unfortunate. And, you know, there's like this purple leaf that he didn't get, and, you know, and just the Pikmin became a little bit harder to manage. But he's gonna get the Matites. Okay, this wasn't as bad. Honestly, for not doing the optimal thing, Teddy actually had, this was not the worst plan, seeing it all come to fruition. Like, he's only waiting a little bit. The real downside is, because it was a little bit sloppy on the dismiss, there are a couple Pikmin that aren't flowered, which is just, like, a very large inconvenience.
Yeah.
So let's see. Does Teddy know how to do Fast Empress? It looks like he's going for the. Look, he's going for the safe strat.
Fastest, yeah.
No, yeah. So
A Fast Empress.
He's going for the one cycle, which is, I guess, what I mean to say. No, but he doesn't get it.
Unfortunate.
It's hard.
It didn't. No catastrophe, at least. So.
I mean, yeah. In Teddy's defense, I can never get this method. So I feel you, Teddy. Oh, I don't like waiting. I usually find the easiest way of getting. Yeah. No, you really gotta. Okay. So. Yeah. So after this happens, you gotta immediately put Pikmin on, because otherwise, she just shakes a little bit too fast. And a dead purple. One dead purple is not the end of the world, especially in payoff debt. But it's still a bummer. Still a bit of a drag. Yeah, the 2 cycle here is a little bit of a bummer. But you know, that's just the way it goes. Okay.
This is an interesting layout. Yeah.
So the question is do we think, is SBU going to be agile enough to get a bug body here? So if you're really, if you're really quick, you can actually get, okay, he's off
one. Yeah, it doesn't look like
actually get a blowhog, and he's not going to do it. At this point, it's too slow, and he recognizes that it'd be too slow to get it. You need to actually kill it on the way to the bottle cap. I actually would have C-sticked reds onto the blowhog to kill it on my way to the gem, and then it would kill itself, or then it would not kill itself, and the Pikmin would kill it, and then it would die on the way to the cap, and then you could load it.
Yeah, you were talking, well, someone was talking earlier that it only takes like 20 reds on it to make sure it dies before losing
less.
anything.
I mean, 20s are safe. You really just need to, depending on the timing, if you can time it so that you C-stick Pikmin onto it as it blows fire, it will do the attack animation, right?
Right, it queues it up and...
Yeah, it queues it up. Yeah, and you just want to kill it as it's like right at the end of doing that. Because you just gotta, you see, and now Teddy has to wait on these purple leaves. Sorry, I cut myself off, but Teddy has to wait on these purple leaves, which is a bit of a drag. But he's throwing purples while he waits for the other purple leaves, so that's good multitasking, honestly. But yeah, so you want to basically, it's the fastest way of killing that blowhog is trying to basically just kill it before it does its shake. You know?
Yeah.
Because that will generate leaves. But you can C-stick pick reds onto it while, like, sort of priming the attack animation, and it's not a bad method. It's 4 Pokos, which doesn't seem like a lot, but, you know, it's actually... Anything that's more than 3, I think, is considerable enough.
Yeah.
Because, like, keep in mind that, like, sometimes, like... when you're trying to pay off the debt in Perplexing Pool, you might be down like 15 Pokos, you know? Or like 20 Pokos. And the difference between being down 20 and 15 is very low. So getting 4 here. Ooh, SBU doing kind of a weird play. I see what he was trying to do though. You know, that is interesting. So SBU tried to do something a little bit weird here. And I honestly don't hate it. So what SBU did here, normally what we do, guys, is we whistle the whites off of the treasure, and then we pluck the other whites, and then we nectar all of them. What SBU did, which I thought was really interesting, is he kept the whites on there, so that the treasure would move a little bit faster in the beginning, whistled the whites off there, nectared them, and then just reapplied them. I don't know how I feel about that. Honestly, I might have to test that out sometime to see if that's actually faster. So, you see, Teddy is kind of going a little bit too far. I like that Teddy's getting this body. I like the safety there, but he spent, like, a little bit of time before loading the treasures doing it. You know, like, he just stood there and sort of threw purples on it. which, again, not the end of the world, but, like, at that point, you're actually spending a considerable amount of time. And it's only 4 Pokos. And so it's rich enough that you want to see if you can get it without spending time, but it's not so rich that I think it's worth going for otherwise.
Yeah. Very fast. White Flower going for SBU.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird 4, but I think he recognized it pretty fast. So yeah, SBU throws some Pikmin on the eggs early, which is good because you really want to nectar all your whites before loading the knapsack. So yeah, so as the death animation goes, you make sure to whistle these. Oh, Matites.
It's Matites.
That's a little bit of karma. That's just what happens when you break eggs. Those are not eggs you want in your omelet. Yeah, the Matites messing up SBU. This is a set seed race, but Matites are not, but the seeds are free to advance in the caves, which they advance sort of differently, or at least they don't advance in the same fashion, so any Matites that you see a runner get, that's sort of RNG between the 2 races, like the other runner might not get it.
Right.
So, Teddy probably should just, I think, needs to watch a little bit more of sort of how we do this floor, because he plucked all 15 before starting this dig, but that's actually pretty slow. Like, this dig takes some time, and so it's better to actually just start the dig first before doing other carries. And, like, Teddy actually plays a lot of the stuff well. Like, he plays the combat well. I just think he needs to familiarize himself with a little bit more of the details, because in this game, you know, these kind of details matter, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's knowing what to do is one thing, but, you know, knowing what to do and doing it in the correct order is just, like, a next level that's very important.
You could have loaded that more. I feel like you should have. He had the edge right with him.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
No, you're completely right, though, and that's, like, another thing that I want to point out as well, is, like, there's things like being really rigorous on making sure that, like, every treasure is moving as fast as you can. Because, like, yeah, putting on those extra reds, it matters. You know, it could have been even faster. It could have been.
You weren't gonna be late to the hole. Like, you have plenty of time there, so
right.
Might as well.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That's a really good observation. SBU currently doing early blues. He's being overly cautious. He doesn't want to mess up this movement, because this is the only way, ostensibly, that you can fail early blues now, is messing up sort of things unrelated to the soft lock.
I expect being overly cautious.
Oh gosh, SBU scaring me a little bit. That cutscene played out a weird. So that cutscene, if you're not careful, can interrupt your nap if you don't take a proper line. And SBU, it looked like that the cutscene could have interrupted his napped animation. And if that happens, he can't soft lock. But what he can do is warp back to the ship, which would be
Right.
Which would be very, very, very sad. Alright, this is another little piece of RNG that will vary. How many knapsacks does it take? You need a blue knapsack, and it's 1/3. So on average, you'll get it around 2 to 3 tries. SBU gets 4, which I think is perfectly adequate. Especially with his still sizable, roughly 2.5 minute lead. Nice. Alright, cool. Teddy getting Pikmin eaten. That's a little unfortunate, but at least it means that Teddy and SBU have the same number of Pikmin now.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta make sure it's getting carried, King. Oh no, and then he tops it off with purples. So if that happens, instead of topping it off with purple, go around and with Louis physically push the Pikmin around the glove. You can actually do that, and that's better than loading it up with purples. Because I mean, the glove is just going to be very slow in this instance, unfortunately.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, so it's going to slow Teddy a little bit down, which is unfortunate. Meanwhile, SBU is going to go on to Snaggerhole, which is always a very interesting cave to look at because it's in general is a cave with very high variance which means the floors can either be very straightforward or very punishing, or even just kind of bizarre. You know, Snaggerhole can give you an entire gauntlet, so it'll be interesting to see what that is.
Yeah, it's the first hole that, like,
Ooh.
reading sub-levels correctly starts really mattering.
So SBU made actually a very classic mistake. So when he dismissed, a white Pikmin stayed with him, and so he dismissed it later. But the problem is that the position of that dismiss made one of the male shear grubs in a position to just grab it. But that actually is not what you should do there. You should just keep it in your party, because the white will move fast enough that it won't get eaten by the male shear grubs or by the orange bullboard. It'll just stay with you as you walk up and lure the bullboard back.
Yeah, with only one in your party, it stays right on your tail, so wherever you move, it moves.
Losing whites is pretty bad in payoff debt generally, just because you don't grow that many, and losing a white this early on. I mean, whites are. Oh
no, Teddy.
So Teddy needs to just throw a little bit later, and you can kind of aim on the late side there, because I mean it's the frame window. I don't want to be callous when I say it's lenient, but it's more lenient when you're not frustrated about the concept of soft locking. So you just need to go a little bit later there. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I mean, early blues. I mean, and again, Teddy is born from the ROM hacks, which notably a lot of them don't have early blues, like Colossal Caverns. So it makes sense that that's a little bit of a weaker thing. Oh no!
He didn't save.
He didn't save. Oh, that is a heartbreaker. Because that's just an extra minute that you lose on the reset. And that's why, I mean, when I'm in a race, I'm gonna save at the end, because you never know. You never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Right. So that's always it's a painful lesson, and it sucks that Teddy also has to bear the brunt of that in losers round 2.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it wasn't intentional not to save. It's so easy to muscle memory, hit, don't save.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's a painful lesson. It doesn't mean that it was like his fault. I don't think it was his hubris. It probably was a genuine mistake. But it's a punishing one.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, I wish Teddy luck on his next attempt here. So here, Snaggerhole 2 wasn't actually that mean, I would say. I mean, there's...
Yeah, but nobody was far away, but...
Yeah, but if you don't have to cross water...
Yeah.
If you don't have to cross water, it being 2 rooms away is actually acceptable. It's not good, but it's acceptable. And you're also able to get a lot of bugs. Where, like, and... especially in this case, it's set seed, right? So it's, you're gonna be getting anything that, like, your opponent's getting. So it being not great, it wasn't hard to play, which I think is kind of more what I'm looking at. Because, like, they're both getting the same layout, so if it's bad, like, if it's far away, that's fine, because they're both gonna be far away. But it's, oh no, and now Teddy's struggling with this knapsack, which I don't blame him for at all. This knapsack is notoriously insanely inconsistent. I have literally reset payoff debt runs to missing this knapsack. Like, one time I missed it 7 times in a row, and at my level, that's like...
That's 20, the run. Yeah.
That's like 20 seconds, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna... No. Like, you can't lose 20 seconds of this. So, when SBU came down on the spawn here, he noticed that the gauge was really high, which immediately kind of tuned him to kind of look for where the marble was, because of where the gauge was and where the marble is, SBU can kind of intuit that the beetle is close, and so he can kind of play off that. Ooh, SBU's... Oh, there's been a lot of Pikmin loss.
Yeah. Teddy did get early blues, so...
Yeah.
Thankfully, no major holdups for him.
Yeah, that's good.
Hopefully going forward.
Yeah, hopefully. Anyways, yeah, so SVU was able to kind of intuit where the beetle was, and then by intuiting kind of where the beetle was, he was able to get the orb moving sooner. And he was able to intuit where it was just because the gauge was so high at spawn, he knew that the beetle had to be close. First try, blue knapsack for Teddy or Seosh. Alright, that's nice.
That's good for the mentality to be like, okay, the game threw me a bone after everything else, so.
Goodness knows sometimes you need that bone, you know?
Hmm.
But yeah, you know, I mean, and it's like, I mean, you know, and again, it's the whole point is just to, you know, play Pikmin 2 and have fun. So, you know, Teddy's still in this, he's still playing. I mean, SBU is losing Pikmin left and right, so it's only a matter of time before he has to maybe be forced into a reset.
That's true.
Because he's playing a
and
low
loose.
Pikmin game.
Yes.
Which is gonna hurt. So SH5, oh, he has him jump. I hate to see that. So yeah, unfortunately, because of the White Flower Garden, Teddy is a little bit in a rough spot. It's maybe like a 6-minute deficit, which is unfortunate, but it is the way it goes. So 5 is a rough one, and it's also one where you can see a little bit of time loss, depending on how well you can identify where the orb is. So, you know, like, SBU's kind of chilling here in this room, even though the orb isn't here. He needs to get out. The orb is not here.
Yeah.
You know, and like, so to me, I always first like to assume that it isn't and just run with the solo captain into this room when the beetle dies, because if he had done that, he would have seen the gauge go up and he would have been able to identify this a little bit faster.
Right. Like you can tell for sure if it's in a different room, and then if it's not, if it's in the same room, then you can come back.
Well, that's the idea, right? So there are only 3 rooms in SH5. And one of them is the room that you spawn in, you know what I mean?
Right, so nothing
So it's not in the room that you spawn in, and so you just check the other room, because it's either... Because, of course, if you're close to the treasure, the gauge is going to be high, so it can be very hard to tell if it's close. But if it's not in the other room, then you know it must be in the same room. And because you're doing a solo captain, then you're in the same room with all your Pikmin there. So it's really good for good RNG. But if it's bad RNG and it's in the other room, you're not wasting any time. Yeah. Okay. Teddy going into the lowdown cam, which is good. Oh, he accidentally activated the mum, even though he didn't need to. A little bit awkward, but I think it's going to be fine.
Are you opting to kill this Stagger on 6?
Yeah, I think in a race is kind of good, because if there's a treasure there, then yeah. But there isn't, which just goes to show you, everyone.
And
Never. Oh, but this is a lens layout. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, this is a trolley lens layout. Oh lord. Is there a gate in front of the hole? SBU, you need to stop attacking this antenna beetle and go. You need to check. You don't even know if there's a gate in front of the hole yet, dog.
You don't even know where the hole is.
Yeah, exactly. Gotta keep moving. Okay, there's no gate in front of the hole, so he is a little bit bailed here.
Oh, he might have seen that actually from spawn. He might have known.
Oh, he might have known. Oh, it's true. What I was gonna say is that, like, that's also one though, like, that between all of the shenanigans of, like, the Snagger combat and the antenna beetle messing it up, like, I don't know, like, in a race, running to the exit has its merits. Just because, you know, and of course, in this case, it would have been worth it, and hopefully Teddy finds it too, but, like, you know, there was still time that was hemorrhaged by, It's kind of funny, because really early in set seed races, especially when I was playing Max 25, there would be this meme where I would never check for lens, and I would just run to the exit, and Max would check for lens and always get it. And the runs would be close, but, like, I still won, I think, the vast majority. I mean, I won a good chunk of them. I don't want to talk bad on Max 25. That's kind of bad-mannered. But, like, but, you know, like, lens is great in a race, but, like, being able to move and not hemorrhage time is also worth its weight in gold. And, yeah. Alright, Teddy did recognize where the hole was here really quick, which is good. So did SBU.
I'm sorry, worth its weight in Coco's cap. You missed the pun there. Sorry.
God. Oh, what have I done? Oh, God. Sorry, I'm gonna have to retire from commentary. I missed the low-hanging fruit. My bad, guys. That's on me. That's on me. All right. So, SBU has finished an aggro hole. And he has lens.
Teddy moving to 4. And yeah, we have a lens, so.
It'll be interesting. Let's see. So I'm interested to see what Teddy does here on 4, by the way, while we watch SBU do above ground. So Teddy does the smart thing here as well, which is immediately go for the marble. This is always the best play, and Teddy knows it, so that's really good. Zoom in. Oh, you see, but Teddy didn't notice it spawns. So you see, he's searching for the beetle, whereas SBU is not wasting that time because SBU knows the beetle isn't there. But I mean, he didn't waste that much time searching. And he's gonna get it right here anyway, so I would say...
He could have gotten the marble moving while searching in there, but he kind of delayed.
Yeah. Oh! You never want to hit the beetle early, ever. Even hitting it slightly early is gonna trigger a shake, and you do not want it to shake. Woo!
Luckily it's facing towards
actually,
land. And he throws one over the ledge anyway.
No, well, what happened is, so actually he got a little bit bailed here as well, because normally, even if it doesn't, like, throw them over the edge, like, you know, like, it loses a lot of time, but because of the cutscene and the buffered whistle, all of the Pikmin came back to Teddy, so that the shake didn't really hit anyone, which is good. SBU got 2 blue 5 pellets, which is pretty good. It means that he's not gonna worry too much about the details of farming blues, because those five blue pellets are really handy. So, SBU is pretty fast in this segment, so he doesn't have to load the 5 pellets. Sometimes when you're learning the split, you're kind of told to throw Pikmin on the 5 pellets, but if you're fast enough at this knapsack here, you can get away with not loading the 5 pellets. So you're gonna watch SBU, so you want to be right above this marker, but he's not close enough to the stump. He needs to move closer to the stump. That's also not gonna work, I can tell. Yeah, so he needs to actually run. So this is what I was telling you, Fortune, actually. You're in my chat.
I'm seeing it now.
You see how he's not close enough? He needs to run towards the stump. And this is where
While
now
holding X.
While holding X, you need to run towards the stump so that you're closer. Yeah, so now that you see it, because Electric Fortune was actually in my chat asking me about this. Because it isn't easy. This is also not going to work. Yeah,
and he didn't get the purple with him anyway.
No, well, you're not high enough. You have to be above that little brown mark. And you have to be right above it. Okay, that shifted him above. That was good. But yeah, but then see how some he's gonna be low on blues. Because some went to the red. In fact, I don't know how many went to the red. It might have even been 2. That's a bit of a bummer, but SB knows how to play with low blues. So
yeah. I know he got at least one of the blue 5s to the blue, so that's okay,
good.
But
I mean, SBU has a healthy lead, so I'm not. I mean, respectfully, I'm not too worried or I'm not gonna cry too many violins, you know, on his behalf. Cry violins. I don't know. There's an idiom in there that I probably could have gotten at some point. The main bummer, and I mean, Electric Fortune also knows this, is that if you mess up those knapsacks, the healing cast gets in really late. Yeah. It's another reason. So, Teddy I saw from this camera angle, he sees it. He's opting, Teddy, Teddy's smart. He doesn't want to fight it. He just wants to fucking go. Sorry, F-bomb. This is a PG-13 stream. That was the one F-bomb that was allotted to me. Teddy, I'm a fan. Teddy saw there was no gate and said, screw this, I'm going. I'm a fan of that.
Yeah. So he saved...
I like it.
I
like it.
At least 30 seconds on SBU, but doesn't have lens.
Chat's gonna roast because it's like, no, getting lens is worth it. I'm like, no, SBU took like a minute to get lens. Just go. It was like it's the equivalent, and Teddy didn't know, and so he's not a gambler. It's a race. He needs to just move his butt.
Ooh.
Oh, but he didn't. He doesn't get the 1 cycle, unfortunately.
So close.
So what happens there is his throwing was a little bit off because his throwing was a little bit off because the purples weren't latched onto the head a little bit. So that's actually means you have to adjust your cursor a little bit so that when you throw purples, they're actually getting onto the head. Because you want half of the purples to get onto You want half of the purples to get onto the head, and then the other half to do the pounds to keep the animation kind of stunned. Unfortunately, Teddy is of course still kind of looking down the barrel of a +6, but that is unfortunately what happens when you mess up early blues and fail to save on white flower ground 5. That is unfortunately. So yeah. Teddy messed up here because the pathing was really long, but he threw 5 reds. See all those reds that he threw? Why not throw whites? Because the whites aren't going to help you on the gate. The reds are going to help you on the gate. The reds do more damage. Right? And whites carry faster. So if I was Teddy, the only mistake here he made was why throw reds here instead of whites? Like, what are you saving the whites for, you know? That's all. SBU played BK2 pretty safe. Because he's a coward. Got him, GG.
Nah, I respect it. I hate BK2, honestly.
He didn't even play it that cowardly. I'm just roasting SBU because he's in the lead. And when someone's in the lead, you can roast them. You can only roast them.
That's true. You can't punch down, but you can punch up.
Of course, you can always punch up. Unless you're punching cap, then you're always punching down. That's a height joke. Any case, it's I was gonna say, okay. So, yep, so then so Teddy's nice bullboard kills on this above ground. That's actually one of the easiest places you can lose time, is just kinda like flubbing around with those bulborbs for too long.
Yeah.
SBU opting to grow purples here, which is a decision. I guess because he knows.
I get it.
Okay,
yeah, he's low.
He's low on blues though, which is actually sort of an important distinction to make. Because he's low on blues, normally you don't want to grow purples because it cuts into the amount of blues you can have on the field. But if he knows that his purple count is low, that's reason enough to say, I might as well have the safety. And again, it's unclear, but it's possible that he knows that it's possible that he knows that he's ahead. So maybe he's okay kind of doing that wiggle room. So SBU is doing, I think, what you have to kind of do on this floor if you get it last, and he's opting not to get the body, which he can afford to do because he has lens. I think Teddy might have to skip it too. I don't know. It's gonna be it's hard. That's my new mantra, where it's good money, it's 7 Pokos, but the death animation is so long. Alright, Teddy just making sure he's getting carried. Honestly, I respect it. You don't want to be caught unawares here. Oh, he actually...
Oh no, he has to get his weight.
Yeah, you're white. Yeah, you just gotta go. Especially because, again, you don't want those 5 pellets to go away, so he has to book. Let's see how he does on these, on this knapsack. Good. Knapsack 1 success. So he's too low. You need to be higher than that. You need to be higher and you need to be more left. That's better. That's better actually. No, but he's not far enough away. Oh god.
Did he get the purple? I don't think he can.
It's fine. You can swap if he knows you can do this, you can swap the purple back over.
Oh.
You can grab. Okay. Yes, there you go. Yeah, he got it. Yeah. So if you learn something new today, yeah, he's closer.
Yeah.
Okay. Hopefully,
I was not about to do that.
Yeah. Now we've all. So yeah. So basically, if you have one Pikmin of a different type, like there you have one purple of a different type, you can grab onto like another Pikmin and swap to the purple, and it will kind of warp to your hand. You can't do it over an infinite range, but you can do it farther than you expect.
Makes sense.
Nice. Good play here by SBU.
Yeah, that was a cool load. Cool.
Now, if I had to say anything, though, I probably would have gotten this dig started earlier. I mean, he was kind of managing a lot of the carries when he could have just sort of gotten the dig started.
Yeah, he might not want to deal with the bomb spawning on him while he's doing everything else.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you could have just started the dig. Like, you could have just put, like, 20 whites and, like, maybe just throw, like, 5 whites on there, and that carry would have been fast enough that it would have beat the bomb. Or the bomb drops immediately and you know, but either way, you have to kind of deal with it.
Yeah.
So I would do a purple swap here if I was Teddy. Yes!
Nice.
Hey, Teddy's reading my mind. Teddy has... Like, he knows the right things to do. Like, when the purple swap... When I said he needed to do the purple swap, he knew that. And when I said he needed to use like the thing to like grab the purple when he made the mistake, he also knew that. And now he has to go. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, you just go and you collect it afterward. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. No, he gets it. He just needs to play more. I think. Like I think
There's
the
some
overall
mechanical errors,
execution
yeah.
and the overall execution and the confidence just isn't there. If I'm gonna be honest, which is fine. I mean, I was actually talking to this guy Mint Clock who's a new-ish runner as well. And like it's the thing, like it's hard, you know, like getting that confidence takes time. You know, like you don't earn that confidence without lucky son for Teddy or
you can only get it by playing more.
Yeah, exactly. By practicing, playing more, etc., etc. You know, like it's like SBU has also, and I mean, you know, and all depends on how you watch. Like SBU religiously watches high-level Pikmin 2. You know, like all the time. And even if he doesn't execute everything perfectly, he knows what like optimally played floors look like because he watches me, he watches Jack, he watches Curtis, he watches Urban. Like he's in every Pikmin 2 stream, like religiously, more than honestly almost any other person that I know. SBU is just in the streams. And so I think that really leads to like a lot of his skill level.
Teddy opting not to take out any of these guys earlier. We'll see if that matters.
Yeah, no, but see, I like this though. Teddy sees the timing. Yes, okay, but this one he needed. Okay, you just should have thrown.
It kind of worked.
Okay, wait.
It almost worked.
Teddy. Okay, look. Here's the thing though. Teddy had the right idea, but he threw the reds. He had to keep going though. He like then stood there and just looked at the things that he was always throwing on, but he had another one that he had to deal with. It was good. Swear to God, if you mentioned Curtis before me, I'm sorry, Urban. I only talk to people who have recently PB'd in Pikmin 2 Payoff Debt. I'm sorry, that actually was a low blow. God, I'm sorry.
He had a PB run that died to GK Crash. So, that's rough.
Yeah. I'm also not one to talk. I am notable for, on 2 separate locations, I had, with constant running, had an entire year pass before I PB'd. Like, twice. There was the one, I had a 139 for like 14 minutes, and I never PB'd. And then actually my 134, I actually had that for like 12 months before I got my other 134 PB, and now a 133. So I can't be talking. You can definitely get stuck in this game. It's insanely hard. Okay, Teddy, you gotta get the treasures.
He almost spawned them, and then
he ran forward and he's like, no, I want to get the anodes, and I'm like, hey, I see what you're doing, dog, especially because you're low on bugs, but like, well, especially because you don't have lens, but like, dog, you gotta go. Eat dicks. Was that about punching down? Yeah, that was mean. I'm sorry, Urban. I didn't mean to. Yeah, he's I almost don't hate this, but why not use the red? Why not use the red flowers instead of the blue leaves? I like the idea about getting whites. I like the idea about getting whites on the, yeah, okay, he's fixing it. As long as I get the top tonight, you're forgiven. Alright, fair enough, Urban. Alright, deal. Deal, king. I'm also a little bit too big for my britches, considering I just got a not quite super Mondo garbage Treasures PB, which I'm gonna plug here in the community channel while other people are racing. No, I'm sorry.
Ooh, SBU getting Mitites.
Nice. That's always a stressful thing, honestly.
Yeah.
And he's not gonna nectar all of his blues. Oh, SBU has had a very weird Pikmin numbers game recently. Like, he's lost a lot of Pikmin, and he hasn't nectared a lot of Pikmin. It's just a very bizarre run for him. If it wasn't for, like, I don't know, literally 4.5 minutes worth of mistakes, this would be a pretty close race. SBU obviously has a little bit of the execution advantage, but there's been like a lot of Pikmin 2 like
jank
management error. Yeah. Oh, you gotta see stick backwards here. Oh man, Teddy Ursa with the lucky stuns. I'm gonna call it like I see it. Honestly, Teddy's had some pretty lucky stuns here. So you need to see stick backwards, my dude. Okay, there. He does it there. You just need to recognize that you got to do it kind of everywhere once you're running low on Pikmin. Because if you're swapping, if you notice that you're swapping to, there you go. I think Teddy was actually more urgent on this floor than SBU. I'm gonna call SBU out on that.
I think both of them could have been more urgent, to be honest, but he was a little bit.
Yeah, I do kind of get this though, because it's like you're gonna get these on last, and also like.
And Teddy does need more bodies. So.
Well, and you're undercarrying, yeah. So I give Teddy more lenience because it matters more. Oh my gosh, the Eternal Emerald Eye.
What a push, like, yeah.
Completely. Okay, Teddy doesn't know where the hole is. Oh, Teddy, no. Teddy pulling the I don't know where the hole is itis. The most critical of all diseases a Pikmin 2 runner can have.
SBU moving an army of leaves under the wall.
I don't know the hole is itis only comes second to like Cave 2600 2600 vision, which is like being completely blind. SBU not doing lifeguard strats because he's a huge weenie. Yeah, that's right. I said that. I said that on the community channel. What are you gonna do about it? Learn the lifeguard strat. Weenie Hut Jr. Oh, and he's not getting these throws.
Weird, not grasping his throws at all. There you go.
Not getting these throws is okay. Why are you sticking all the way out there, dude? No, so not getting these throws is only a little bit stressful because it means he's gonna have to put more blues on the gate, on the plug.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make sure. Oh, if you're clever, you can just do all leaves. Oh, he's clever. Okay, yeah, that's fine. You just, as long as you make sure that you're getting the plug done before the ring, you're fine. I mean, that's just the only thing you have to care about in this run. In this above ground, really, is not having Pikmin drown, because as some people found out in a different stream, not having the ring collect creates way more problems.
Yeah, there's no
solid play here actually from Teddy. A good emperor and good backup. I like how he did this actually. All right.
Managing blues. Okay, 11 is probably enough.
11 is fine actually. It's just it's interesting how he kind of did that. Yeah, and it means because there's a little bit more on the plug. Yeah, messing that up just really works the split a little bit, you know what I mean? Bork. It just, because, you know, it really messes up the timing. And this split, it reminds me of a lot of All Treasures layouts, honestly, where, like, this above ground has a nice rhythm to it, where if you do everything right, everything gets in at the right time, you know? Whereas if you start messing things up, it's just hard, because, like, the rhythm of things is kind of thrown out of balance, and it makes it slower, you know?
Right.
Like, when the rhythm of things.
You have to worry about getting that cutscene here, but looks like he avoided that.
This was supposed to be PG-13, not NC-17. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, I get my letters and numbers confused. Parental advisory, explicit content. Okay, I don't know why he... Okay, I guess he threw the purple leaves to the side so that he could still bring them with him. That actually isn't unsmart. I don't know what his purple count is, though. Like, you have so many purples, why not just leave them? I don't know, leave them.
Purple leaves tend to cause more problems than they help with, in my opinion.
Yeah. Kind of weird because he has a lot of leaves in his party.
Yeah.
Like, you have to find a way to manage that somehow. 2957. Okay, so Teddy is in a pretty good spot right now. He's a little bit low on whites and purples, but 2957 is very rich, which means which means he won't have a lot of problems in managing his money later. So, okay, yeah. So SBU needs to have the recognition here that it's in the room. It's in the room, dog. Okay, no, it's not the bottom. Okay, so this is what maybe this is what he's forgot. So okay, so SBU messed up here, but I can explain why. So this is kind of confusing because this room is so close. You might not recognize it as a top to bottom, but it is a top to bottom. And so because it's a top to bottom, it means that usually in a top to bottom, in this particular instance, all of the treasures are going to be in the last room. because the last room is going to have all of the score potential, which, I don't know, if you don't know what that is, I'm not going to explain it in the commentary of another run. But basically, in these kind of rooms where, like, you start on one end and the room is in the other end, it's very common for that last room to have all the treasures.
Right.
And so, if SBU had recognized that a little bit earlier, then he could have just kind of ran into that room and checked the spawn point. But of course, it's hard because, especially in this case where the table was behind the behind the entire spiral, the tape was completely masking it gauge-wise. Alright, Teddy has collected the battery with no major problems. He has not gotten Matites, which was good. Sub-level 2 is like kind of a fun sub-level, in that, like, you know, it can be very messy because there's a lot of bombs, but we've really optimized how we can play this in a way that isn't too damaging. So, SBU's gonna opt to bring his full squad here and down the, oh, but that Drigi's gonna, oh, no, that Drigi, oh, SBU, I don't know if you can
He's gonna lose that first purple, yeah.
You're gonna lose that purple, and then the thing that was on that purple is going to pull a bomb. Right. I don't think you can get away with this, dude. We'll see. See if he gets away with it. Q, he can't keep getting away with it, .gif. Okay, I think he might get away with it. You can't keep getting away with this. Okay, I think, yeah, I think he somehow got away with it. But I think, actually, did that purple even die?
I don't think it did.
Okay, SBU definitely outsmarted me then. I totally thought that the bomb would be thrown in on a trajectory that would get the purple. Shows what I know. Yeah, okay, the fact that no one died means points for SBU. Teddy or Tsuyoshi also not going for the lifeguard. However, Teddy is a being of pure light and is therefore not a weenie. Alright. So in this layout, this guy is close, and so you should just dismiss at spawn. I would dismiss at spawn and just throw... Yeah, I would just dismiss at spawn and throw whites on the spring, and then throw blues on the gear. And it sounds really weird, but then you can do the combat. Or if you're gonna do this SBU, you gotta throw... Okay. So basically, I would have done exactly kind of what SBU was doing here, except I would have dismissed at spawn to actually... Because SBU is kind of doing you know, a kind of... Okay, well now he's swarming, I see. Okay, so that's his strat, I see. I don't know. I think that in this case, he kind of like went with his entire squad and did one thing at a time, which is fine, but I feel like on these kind of sub-levels, that actually isn't the winning strategy in the long run. Right? Like, he basically took his entire squad and just kind of muscled his way through everything, right? Where you take your entire squad and just like, this, and then this, and then this. Whereas I think dividing and conquering allows you to be a little bit more surgical. You know, like, even if you just took blues. Right? Like, just blues and whites, though, like, you can handle the hazards faster, you can do this faster. SBU would have been able to be, like, would also be able to micromanage these, you know, like the...
And he had rock following him for 12 years, all the way back to where Ursaday is.
Oh my god.
That was wild.
Those boulders can't be deloaded, which is community speak for, like, those boulders, like, when they're out there, even if they're not on camera, they're still out there. Right? Which means they can follow you around for a very long time. Eventually, they will, like, dissipate and, like, break on their own, but they will follow you for a long...
Were you opting for all 15 whites here?
Yeah. I mean, I think you
lost quite a few. Yeah.
I think in a race, if you've lost any, so like in runs, top runners are gonna have this debate until the end of time. But like in a race, if you've lost white Pikmin, I think you have to kind of grow a little bit, just because like less than 30 is really bad.
Yeah.
Having less than 30 is really bad. Also, this whole location is a meme.
Yeah,
Having
that's
less than 30
wild.
is really bad, and so I guess like optimally, like maybe 28, 29 is fine, but it's not good. And so if you're at 20 and you grow 10, you're at 30, right? Which is perfect. But if you're at like, I don't know, I mean, what's SPU at, like 18 or something? Like, just get 33. Wait.
I don't think Teddy got the Pikmin from there today.
I don't know what Teddy looked at there. Oh wait, no, wait.
Yeah. Just let the Earthaday come in.
Wait, no, Teddy, you gotta go back. All right, or he's not. I mean, I don't know how that's gonna play out. I mean, I don't know. He has his whites, so you could argue Weeball, but
yeah, this is gonna be an interesting SCX.
But SCX with 60 Pikmin is a decision. We'll see. Really good RNG here. You're getting a tri-split where 2 are unguarded, but this is really good because that means that you can do kind of like a world-famous strat where you do a smash and grab with one. You bring in multiple purples, a multi-purple smash and grab.
Ooh, this is hairy.
This is why I don't like the multi-purple smash and grab. I don't know why you brought more than one purple, dude. And you didn't even purple the You didn't even purple the thing you needed to purple. No. Okay, Teddy Yoshi though being a genius and just kind of immediately recognizing it was in this room. Props to Teddy. Props to Teddy, by the way. Okay, yeah.
SBU got out without catastrophe, but my God.
Go for it. The main thing also that I don't really get here is, okay, so what you can do here, and this is where he actually messed up. Where is, if you loaded that treasure a little bit, like, just like zoomed out, the Dweeble would have picked up the treasure earlier, and it would have been easier to down it. Because what happens is the Dweeble was far away, and then when he approached it, the Dweeble came up and grabbed it. He knew the last one was going to be a mess. Well, he didn't even look to see if it was going to be a mess. Because if he saw it, it was going to be, oh, look, you just flip all of the anodes and the Dweeble with one purple and go. I don't know. I disagree. I think he needed to smash and grab. I think that smash and grab was messy. It was bad. Alright, tower's close. Honestly, in these locations, I sometimes like doing it first, just to get it out of the way.
Yeah, get it out of the way. You collect the body. It's nice in a lot of ways.
Though actually, because he has lens, I think he could have afforded to do it like last. Nice. Oh wow, that Dweeble just did not pick up a bomb. What is this layout? This is a layout in a
This is a meme.
This is something. Holy crap. Alright. Throw a blue, dude. Throw a blue. Throw a blue.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about Romeo?
Oh no, why are you killing it? Just throw a blue. Alright.
Blue, give it a captain. I mean, that bomb will do a lot of
throw
damage.
purples at
Why are you doing it now?
Bomb, dude.
Okay.
Oh my god. How did no SPU was unpunished. He should have been punished way harder. I disagree with the game letting SPU get away with that. I fundamentally disagree. SPU should have lost everything. He should have had to reset. I'm angry. That was the most jank decision making I've ever seen. SPU, I'm only saying this out of love because I know you know better. Like, bruh, as a famous person once said. Otherwise, it's fine. I like how he loaded these. I mean, this RNG is terrible.
Yeah.
I want to see how Teddy plays this, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
Getting a look.
Yeah, okay. So he's also kind of doing the same thing here. I mean, he's moving. So, I mean, I get why you do it, but it's close. I'm interested to see how he does this, though. Yeah. So, yeah, he does this. Throws a perp. Okay, but Teddy, you need those purples.
You need the purples for the combat, yeah.
Okay, he knows. Alright, now he's got to do purples. So here's one thing that both SBU and Teddy are missing is he's gonna kill it from this. Oh,
Okay.
Teddy or Yoshi.
That was terrifying.
I did the thing where I got angry and I called someone by their full name, you know? Like when your mom gets angry. I'm like, Teddy or Yoshi, what are you doing? So both what SBU and Teddy didn't realize is here it's always gonna path to the left here. Or down, depending on how you're oriented. So it's always gonna be interfering with that fire, guys. And I don't know if SBU knew that, and I don't know if Teddy.
I wouldn't know that, so I don't blame them.
Yeah, well, nope. Teddy, the fire geyser is gonna ruin your life, dude. Unless you get really lucky, the fire geyser is gonna ruin your life. He doesn't know that it's gonna pass through it.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things that you gotta learn. Sometimes you learn by killing the run, but I would rather he don't kill the run. Yep.
In a mace, yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, he didn't. No one.
Everyone
died.
lived, at least, yeah. And they're past it now, so you can avoid taking it out.
That is how it goes. Also, this was severely hampered, by the way. If it looked a little bit anemic, that is not by accident. He doesn't.
He's
have
down 25 Pikmin, yeah.
Yeah. SBU with the quick bear load. Let's go SBU.
Oh, he's gonna have to pull them out again afterward, isn't he? Or just go without.
But he's not gonna see. But he's not gonna see the cutscene of the treasure. I mean, it's not worth it. I mean, definitely not. But it's taking them out is gonna be fine. Hope he remembers to take them out.
Right.
I mean, geez, if you're not gonna have, if you're gonna have 60 in SCX, you might as well have 100 in front of your cavern.
Right.
Like you might as well at that point. Sheesh. So I disagree with this. You need to put almost all of the purples onto the bridge for with this view, and you need to put all the purples onto the bridge, leaving just one if you want to re-down it. This entire thing is just limited by how fast you can get that bridge started to get built. So you gotta immediately get as many purples on it as you can. Once the first phase is done, the rest just kind of move at the same speed. So it's just getting that first one down.
Right.
Damn it, Urban.
Well, Teddy going for a Mimlock.
The Urban Deer.
Okay.
Sorry, he's being a rascal in chat. Teddy doesn't get Rimlock, and so we can all pull one out. SBU, why are you in this room? See, this is SBU. So SBU needed to realize this is once again a top to bottom layout, and he needed to not surround so much in the room that wasn't the last room. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, he's fussing. Look at all this fussing that he's doing before he got the second treasure started. Lots of fussing. Especially because SBU is Lens, he should not be fussing so much over things like bug bodies. He's fine. Teddy needs to probably fuss a little bit more. Okay, so Teddy, I don't think just unless he does, but he's not. Okay, he downed the Dirigibug with a white, which is kind of a Giga Chat moment. Teddy, you need to get. You see, here's the thing about the smash and grab. It's like you need to just get out of here. He's spending too much time thinking about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness when he needs to get out. Stop thinking about the Constitution, my dude. Why are you still killing enemies in here, dude? Oh, he doesn't know where the treasure is. He doesn't know. Oh god, and the Pikmin are hitting anodes. Nothing gives me more stress than hearing anodes, hearing idle Pikmin hit anodes. Oh my god. Stresses me out.
Yeah, I think there's only one anode left, so he's fine, but...
So, Teddy or Yoshi, fell on the different disease, which, in this case, it wasn't don't know where the hole is itis, it was...
Don't know where the hole is itis.
Yeah. It was called, I did not see things, which is also a common affliction that you see.
Also called blindness.
Blindness, yeah. It's kind of half blindness. You saw some things, you just didn't see the things you needed to see. Alright, good. Teddy a little bit too aggressive on the present load. Oh, sorry, not Teddy. SBU a little bit too aggressive on the present load. Honestly, why even load this? I feel like that could have backfired, but it didn't. So there you go. Yeah, SBU needed to put a little bit less whites on the first treasure here. Okay, I want to see if what Teddy Ursa does on 7. If he does something that is even remotely less batshit crazy.
I have to imagine.
Something rated R, something I'm sorry kids, something I'm sorry son. I wouldn't curse so much if SBU wasn't a psychopath, so we can blame. Oh, ripped that purple. Oh, that purple took one for the team. Okay, just throw a blue and move on. Teddy, I pray. Oh, actually, I guess you can purple kill this. I guess. Okay, because you got the stun, I allow it. They will hit that bomb. Yep. Oh, Monka, Omega.
Okay.
Oh,
It's fine.
What is it with these two runners and doing something 7 that's making me lose my mind? Sorry, I was too busy watching Teddy almost destroy themselves that I have not actually been focusing on what this. Oh, this RNG is horrible.
It's a really bad 3, yeah.
Oh god. So the problem is SB didn't down a poison geyser, and I wonder if he knows that. So here you kind of have to, because you have to carry 3 treasures with only whites, which is not viable. I wonder if he knows that he needs to kill a poison geyser.
Find out. I don't think he knows.
Oh god.
He lacks critical information.
I mean, yeah, he'll find out in a moment. Wait for it. Wait for it.
There it is. Oh, there's a bull eating things and.
Yep. That's one of those things where if you don't know, you're gonna find out. I always feel like this is one of the things where looking back on it, it's always pretty painful because like you can hear the commentators being like, "Yeah, they should probably do this," and then they just don't. It's like it's like how I feel when I'm looking back at my own speed runs. I can like see my like self like, "Oh no, I know I have to do this and I don't." No, past me, why?
Right. We have the advantage of not having to control a controller, or do anything mechanical, so we can just look and notice things that they're too distracted to look at.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Well,
been
SBU honestly, SBU only lost 4 Pikmin to that. I think he's still...
Yeah, not bad.
SBU has gotten off mad easy. SBU should have had at least 2 or 3 resets by now.
He keeps skirting with death.
There's this GIF on there, like it's like it's from Breaking Bad. Where it's like, he can't keep getting away with it. I think about that GIF a lot.
But apparently he can.
Apparently he can't. Man, that's what we're on street is. All right, kind of brutal.
4.
So interesting for SBU decided to play this hazard really safely, which is fine. Alright. Interestingly, they did not spark. I personally would just get the marble moving here. Okay.
Yeah, throw a couple on it, or throw off to the side with one captain.
Yeah, so SBU is doing what I would do here. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know why SBU really cared that deeply about getting those 6 Pokos moving. Well, I guess why not? What I would do here is
why not?
I mean, I don't know, it's just a little bit of time loss, but it's only 6 Pokos, and you're not, I don't know how bad he's on money, but he can't be that bad, he has lens.
Yeah.
So that's all that matters, obviously, Kappa. But, oh gosh, Teddy, no. Teddy, no! Oh god.
It's fine.
Yeah, I would have thrown, how many did he throw on the marble? Because I would have thrown 4. Did he throw 4 or 3? I think this was good though.
I think he did 3.
Yeah, one thing that I think that he did. Oh gosh, Teddy, no! Teddy flew too close to the sun. So, oh, you gotta get those whites, my guy. Okay, so the good news here The good news here is that if you find a doodle bug, you can just nectar everyone off of the doodle bug nectar.
That is true. The one advantage of doodle bugs is that they give nectar.
Yeah.
The disadvantage of doodle bugs is everything else.
Yeah, and I think you find one really quickly in the sub level.
Yeah,
Yep.
there it
Yep.
goes. Okay, he knows. That's good.
Yeah. No, he's familiar. Woo!
Can I have a poison party for a second? Alright.
Yeah, that's fine. He's got it under control though. Alright. Oh, alright. Only one got planted, which is pretty good. I don't know why he's killing that Mamuta, that other Mamuta, but that's fine. Did you have to? Not really. Could it have backfired? Probably. Honestly, SBU's motto in this game is "I'm gonna be unpunished," etc., etc., etc. So, I guess you might live and die by that sword, you know.
Teddy having a bit more urgency in FC1 in this room, which I like to see.
Yeah, Teddy was pretty urgent. Yep. Nice managing the doodle bug here as well. Yeah, this takes a while up to dig. Okay, you need to fix this. You need to do a full fix, Teddy. I'm not gonna lie. Full fixes are scary because you're stopping it entirely, but like you need to do a complete fix, my dude. Honestly, Teddy took like a little bit of a yawn. I've been a tired guy. No, Teddy took like a 6-minute deficit in the beginning, and it's actually been like kinda even since then. It'd be really interesting to side by side the two players, assuming that like they left GK at the same time. Because
cut out the D1 early, well, the Day 1 extinction memes, and then cut out the early blue mishap. And
yeah, well, the early blue mishap was huge because not only was, I mean, gosh, I mean, going from early blues to having to do White Flower Garden 5 over again. I mean, what that has to be like 2.5 minutes, right?
It's more than that. I think it's like nearly 4.
Something like that. It was, I don't know. I mean, point is that's a huge. And then he lost legit like 2.5 to 3 minutes for Day 1 extinction. So that is like a 7-minute deficit. And they're both in Frontier Cavern. So I don't know. Like I guess my whole point is I think Teddy's doing better than it might look if you just look at the two runners like placements right now. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Teddy having slightly better carries. I want to see how much at least stack up compared to SBUs. Yeah, these are better carries than SBUs. Slightly. They're not perfect, but they're pretty good. And also, Teddy's doing a really good job of getting bodies because Teddy knows that he has to. Yeah. Teddy's gonna have a really fast reflective pool. He's been really good on bug
I've been impressed with his body pace so far.
I mean, he might even be able to skip a small on GK if he goes really hard. What happened to the game audio? Strongman Lin. Might be. There's something going on. Oh no, it's SBU stream. It's not Strongman Lin. Never mind, Strongman Lin. You're the best. You're the best, King. I should have known better than to badmouth the Strongman Lin.
Let's see how Teddy does this 3.
That if SBU is correct, SBU has been vocalizing his frustrations in the Discord about that Frontier Cavern. And in his defense, that Frontier Cavern was particularly bad. Okay, Teddy realizing he has to kill his poison. Let's go, Teddy. Teddy Ursa Yoshi. This is still being a huge. It's still being a huge troll. Yeah.
I mean, not much you can do about the layout itself, but he's playing it pretty well, I think.
What's he gonna do?
You know the tier, you just need to find it.
So what I do here is I throw whites. because idle whites will grab on better. Because what's happening is after you whistle Pikmin, there's this downtime that exists between when you whistle a Pikmin and then when they're actionable. So that is why, yeah. So that's why they didn't dig immediately. So what you gotta use, you just gotta throw whites where you know it is. Especially if it's one of those silly things where like you know where the treasure is, they just aren't grabbing. Yeah. See, again, Teddy has a really hard thing, because, like, if you had Lens, like SBU had, you would be pretty safe in saying, like, yeah, I'm definitely not going to get this Bullboard body. It's not worth it. But Teddy kind of has to get it, or he might feel compelled to. I actually, because I'm watching both streams, I haven't been keeping up with the exact amount of Teddy's money. So maybe, if Teddy's watching this, well, maybe see if he really needed that body, because that was what would have been one that, like, really separated him from the rest. I like what SBU did here, but SBU needs to work on... I don't know why he's, like, chilling over here with trying to get that moving first. He could have gotten the duck started a little bit earlier. Because digs take a really long time, so we should have probably moved to the duck first and then to the lipstick, if you want my opinion. Like, now the lipstick's moving, but the duck has to come up.
Duck is still gonna be last no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. So just put whites on the, just put some whites on the duck and put the rest of the whites on the lipstick. And then, I mean, it would just be even a little bit better. I'm gonna watch how Teddy or Sayoshi plays this. Nice.
Opting just take out one. No, now he's going for the other one.
No, well, okay. Don't waste your time, dog, though. Alright, okay. Okay, see, Teddy threw purples on there, but he threw them in, like, a faster way. Good. Okay, so they both actually kind of did the same thing, except Teddy or Sayoshi
Teddy
did
threw a bunch more, yeah.
Well, he did more blues instead of like
more blues instead of
which
whites,
are the same.
yeah.
Which basically, in terms of carrying, is the same. Because whites are twice as fast as white flowers are twice as fast as non-white, non-purple, normal flowers. Teddy, oh lord, watch this. Okay, he's doing a white swap. Okay, I was like, what are you doing? I guess the load wasn't perfect on the star, so he has enough whites left over to do a white swap. This is pretty brutal RNG on SBU's side because you have the double gates blocking the treasures, but they're together, which is kind of good because that means you can at least multitask them.
Yeah. If you're gonna get double gated, getting double gated like this is at least okay.
Well, yeah, and you can really smash the gates because you know that there's
The hole is open.
no gate. And no gate in front of the treasure. That's completely right, Alex. Good. Yeah. Hiccup. SB's doing a lot of killing bugs for not collecting them. And I don't know exactly how much money he has, but you can skip a small on GK. Like, if you're gonna spend all of this time killing the stuff, like, I don't know. Get to the exit 5 head. You know? Alright, there you go. Teddy Ursa fussed a little bit less on getting the thing here, which is good. Question on Citadel Spiders is PC gonna be gettable? I'm just curious. Looks like the answer is no. I didn't want it to be. Only one gate, which is reasonable.
If you kind of fussed with that waddle dumple body to try to get it, and then realized it wasn't gonna come in anyway, so.
Yeah. Well, I also, like, I don't know, this is where, like, I'm ignorant, because I didn't see his exact money pace, but I don't know why he thinks he needs that.
Yeah. It can't be bad. Like,
Well, I mean, the thing is that, like, with money, though, right? Like, having any more than 10,000 Pokas is a waste of your time.
right.
You know what I mean? So, like, you need to know, at this point, you need to know how many you need to play. Oh, a little bit of a rough BLL. A little bit of a rough BLL. Woof. But, like, you need to know, like, it's important to know how much you need to pay off the debt and not spend any energy. Oh, God, Teddy. Oh, God. Okay, that's fine.
Kill it. Okay.
So, Teddy, no, use your eyes. Teddy, eyes. Eyes, Teddy. Eyes. Eyes. Okay, he started using his eyes a little bit more. So, okay. So, part of the thing that Teddy should have known here is that, so because the treasure was, like, not in an alcove, you know, the bell, that means that the, that means that the flame tiller was going to be in the lowest distance alcove. Because if there was a higher distance alcove that existed, then the flame tiller would be there, and the spouse alert would be in the alcove. So the fact that the spouse alert was just chilling in the room meant that he had to check the close alcove first.
That makes sense. I would have totally known that. I say lying.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, but in
But it's
general,
the things you pick up.
But in general though, like Teddy just kind of ran forward without checking the alcove that was closest to him.
That's also true.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so without getting into the super technical, super game knowledge thing, the idea of using your eyes in the most efficient way possible, right? Using your camera. Like he didn't even camera over there. You know what I mean? Like it didn't even see it. Is that he didn't do the camera motion so that he could see it? You know?
Like you didn't give the opportunity to try.
Yeah, you just need to check out. You just need to check out. You should enter a room and know where all of the alcoves and all of the holes. You know, you should know what's in every alcove, even if the answer is nothing, or at least know that it's a quote unquote empty alcove.
Yeah, knowing that it's nothing or even an egg is still useful because you know. Okay, right, well, I don't need to worry about that.
Well, if there's an egg there, then you know that there isn't a buried treasure there. You know.
Right.
Yeah, so it's always important to check that kind of stuff.
Knowing where it's not is useful, as well as knowing where it is.
Right. Teddy is in perplexing pool. And SBU is on his last cave. Let's go, SBU.
And he did the classic punch before the whole entry.
Rocket Fist.
In a little bit of time.
That's super cool, yeah. You gotta watch that. Once you get Rocket Fist, once you start Rocket Fist, you'll keep going. So pressing A early punishes you. Cookie is viable on this layout. So
yeah.
someone should cheat and let Teddy know. in case he needs it, though I don't think he will. Any cheaters in the chat? Practicing the throws, but he's doing it in the bad way. And by the bad way, I mean my method that's really bad. Everyone should learn Shadow Lugia's method, which is good and not completely random. I haven't gotten high treasure run runs very recently, which means according to statistics, it's guaranteed next run. I'm super smart and know how math works.
That is how statistics works.
Yeah, yes. Alright, 3. So the big thing here is you kind of want to get to the xylophone, to the xylophone room as fast as possible. Don't kill this dude. What if the bread bug steals your treasure? SBU Diver. Full name SBU Diver. Bailed. Unpunished.
Once again.
SBU,
the bread bug went down a hallway.
SBU Never Punished Diver is what we're calling him. Also, SBU put way too many. He should have just max loaded that with blues. He should not have had any whites on that treasure. This is gonna move way too slowly. Yeah. Okay. Teddy played this very well, though. Notice how Teddy started the dig before the lipstick. Teddy played that very well. I'm very happy with how Teddy played that. He went a little bit too aggressive here, which is fine. But he got the dig. Oh, and the cutscene's gonna ruin. It's gonna ruin what's happening with the Wollywog.
Yeah.
Well, like, he killed all those enemies, and he's not even gonna collect anything. Okay. A little bit of chaos. A little bit of chaos. Oh, he lost a white. So what I would have done is earlier on, I would have just thrown one blue on the Wollywog, and that actually does a really good job for yellow Wollywog specifically. It does a very good job at locking them in place. For regular white Wollywogs, it doesn't really work. So I kind of like what SBU did here. So he threw the one blue to just distract the pole bear to give him a chance. It would be pretty sad if the game crashed right. Be kind of sad.
Would be a shame.
Would be a shame. Except damn it, he's crash proofed it almost, I think. Damn it. You can try next time. But he so I don't know what what is he prioritizing here, dude? So like he micromanaged a whole bunch of treasures, but then he like didn't get the moke throws going. I don't know what his Pikmin management here was. Like he fixed a whole bunch of carries here, but then he didn't even throw like 2 purples onto the Invigorator and
yeah, I feel like you can just get the Invigorator moving while you're doing okays.
Yeah, exactly. You completely get it. Like there was a little bit of sus Pikmin management here. Like at the end of the day, it's moving pretty like things are moving pretty fast, but this was kind of weird Pikmin management decision from SBU Diver.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. J, I will ban you. I will ban you, Mr. J. I'm joking. I won't ban you, but someone will one day. No, so let's see. So now Teddy, so yeah, so SBU's gonna wrap up this, and then it's 5, and then it's a long run. SBU's looking good on money. Though with Lens, it's easy to look good on money. Alright, good. You said you're gonna collect this? No, he has
No.
4. He says he doesn't need to. Did he see the gate? No, he did not. Teddy, you don't have to bring your squad. You don't have to bring your squad. No. Alright. Wow, really good RNG. I got this RNG today too, actually. I wasn't on a PB, and I think I got this RNG in my last PB, in my 133. Antenna has been spawning in the middle of the room lately.
Yeah, there's been a lot of antennas in the middle of this room. In this tournament.
Which is nominally very rare RNG normally, so... Quasi. Quasi cupcakes. Shout out to Teddy for having a... Okay, never mind, I jinxed. I was gonna say, shout out to Teddy for having a better... Shout out to Teddy for having a better BLL fight, but then he didn't have a better BLL fight, and so now I feel stupid.
It was like a little better, but not by much.
Oh, no, it wasn't better. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest on comms. That was not a better BLL than SBU. SBU did not do well. That is not a compliment to SBU, but neither of those BLLs were very good.
Yeah, I don't think either was good.
SBU playing this a little interesting. SBU taking a lot of time over here though, which is just a little bit. It's just a little bit Monka, because oh lord, bro, you have to get all the way over there. Oh, good lord, dude. Yeah, don't get something stolen, SBU. Wouldn't that be a shame?
Ooh, we didn't take out the gate first.
Oh no.
Gotta go, dude.
He got the one going for the far hole. He got lucky.
Yeah.
If
once again, never punished.
Yeah, once again, never punished. If that bread bug's home wasn't on the closer hole, he would have lost it.
Yep.
But no, he's fine. All right. Well, Teddy's gonna probably enter. Well, Teddy's about to enter, but he has to get mine.
Yeah.
Mine isn't too bad though. It's just an extra 40 seconds, maybe 35 if you're Curtis DN underscore. Teddy, just bring all your blues, dog. Why not have more blues? Why not more blues, as they say? Fine, good. Well, GG's to SBU. A little bit Monka-esque at some points, but he overall played well, and he managed his money. You know, only 3 Pokos over. Means he knew what he was doing. SBU. It was, the timer was a little bit delayed. It was like at 4 minutes when there was a restart, so it's looking like it's probably going to be like a 142 high, 143 low from SBU. He's going to report his time, though. GG. Yeah, oh, Teddy has way too much money. See, so if Teddy knew he was on that good of money pace, this is one of those things where going back to Frontier Cavern 3, he could have maybe afforded not to get the Bull Bear. You know? Oh my gosh, that Snitch Bug almost stole the white out of
Oh my god.
hands. That would have been hilarious. Terrible, but hilarious. So, okay, so in order to get this knapsack, you want to wake up right as you hit the wall. So that was too early. That's too late. No, it's right as your body touches the wall, right as the Pikmin brings your body against the wall. There it is. Yeah, that's when you gotta hit it. Oh, but Louis fell down. Oh gosh, Teddy.
Just get up there. Get up there first, then whistle the Pikmin.
Foiled again. We're learning. We're learning. God dang it.
Oh,
SBU being a troll. Lenua in chat.
Oh, something happened to SBU's stream. It just kind of died there. I don't know what happened.
And SBU. Dang it, SBU. Alright, well, Teddy, meanwhile, he sees... You could get the cookie here for the meme and skip a treasure on GK6. Teddy, you're right up against the... Yeah, okay. You don't want to be right up against walls when you throw Pikmin, because that's always a recipe for trouble.
yeah, let's go. For the meme.
The meme! I hope he knows his money. Like, he should skip one now. Alright, yeah, so now he's super good on money, and hopefully he can use that to skip something on GK6.
Yeah.
It's definitely not worth getting normally unless you need it, but, I mean, Teddy's having fun. Alright, let's see if Teddy is more urgent on 3 than SBU.
Teddy did not get lens. He ran straight to the hole.
Teddy did not get left.
Go near the...
What are you guys doing? Both of you deserve to get red bug here. You guys didn't, but why? What are you doing? Just whack them later, or just flip and go, or something. Like, guys.
I feel like Teddy's load. They're better.
Oh, but that's
The puppy.
So what I would have done here, the only difference is I would have tried to throw a purple before loading anything. I would have just like long threw a purple over and just like puppy blowout, aerial blowouts are so bad. I was talking with Curtis and other people about this earlier. Not just Curtis, but like with Lenua and others. People are saying like, what are the worst enemies? All the aerial blowouts are such a pain in the butt. They're not gonna like kill the run, but they're so bad.
It's rough
Yeah.
for
There was a 142.
it's rough for runners who just do payoff debt because there's only one blowhog that you don't really deal with in a cave, which is this one.
Yeah, it's true.
So you don't really get practice on
Yeah,
dealing
that's
with them.
right. So I predicted that it was going to be a 42 high or a 42 high or a 43 low, and so SBU seems to have landed on the 42 high portion, which is really good. Cap, it's perfectly okay to be safe in a race, not if you get bread bugged. I mean, whatever. Cap hating on flying enemies, yeah. Can you not see Robo? Being safe is lame. Run. Alright, now we get to see how Teddy does the moke throws. Good. But you need purples for the moke throws, but he has them. So I would throw, yeah, okay, yes. So guys, I need, so throw blues, yes, okay. He's doing it. I would have saved a couple more purples. Like just whistle some off of the emblem, you know? Nice. He accidentally let a white get eaten, but this late in the game, that's fine. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. I would have done something a little different, but I like how he kind of like preemptively threw whites. I thought that actually was pretty clever.
Yeah, they latched on real quick.
Yeah. That was good. I will be interested to see, you know, Teddy still struggled, but I will be interested to see what his in-game time is. Oh,
right.
But the in-game time is still gonna have the day one. I was interested about the because there is the it won't have the reset that goes all the way back to Garden 5, but it is gonna have the 3-minute day one, which is brutal. Okay, he's basically in a he's in a perfect spot to skip a small. I hope he knows that. I'm assuming if he got the cookie, he knows that. But if he doesn't know that, if you're looking back at this, you have enough to skip a small in TK. And if you're keeping track of your money in Perplexing Pool, which you really should, at any level, you should know how much money you need. Oh, yep, there he goes. Nice. Too many whites, dude. What are you doing? You need the whites for the last treasure. Oh, no, this is bad. No, this is too slow, dude. You've flown too close to the sun, much like Icarus. If you're gonna get this moving first, you need to whistle all the whites off. Teddy. I think this is how you learn. Next time Teddy does this level, he'll be like, yeah, I need to save all the whites for the last treasure. That's how you learn though, right? I mean, this is how you figure out what you need to do in a sub-level, is you do something like this and you realize that you made a mistake, you know? And like that's just how you learn.
The game kind of slow, but it's not that slow.
Well, it's slow, which means you're not going to do it next time, you know? That's all that means. In any case, cheer on Teddy as he comes into the home stretch. No, you can't end your stream, SBU. Sorry. You can end your stream. I'm just teasing. I haven't eaten dinner. I'm kind of starving. I'm gonna have to make dinner after this. It's like 11 at night. I haven't eaten in like 8 hours. I'm a healthy dude. Okay, so what's the one over here? Okay, so Teddy, no, skip this, kind of. Or you can let one of the bread bugs have it. Figure out which one you want to skip. You don't skip one, Teddy, I'm gonna be mad. You have a sub 150. At that level, you need to know what your money is. You need to get the egg. All you need to do, Teddy, is get the egg. Just get the egg. The egg and go.
Egg.
The egg's fine. Like he'll reach it. I'm just mad. He can't keep getting away with it. Yeah, that is the story of this run. Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Okay. He's not getting it. He knows.
Okay.
Yay, Teddy knows. Okay. Teddy's, I don't know, especially when you've had a long race, sometimes you get tired and you forget. So I'm glad that, glad he remembered. Alright, nice job, Teddy. Good hashtag finish. Especially, again, I mean, Teddy had a really demoralizing start, right? So to keep going through that demoralizing start, that's pretty great. So, shoutouts to Teddy. Strong race. Yeah. Kept going until the very end. That's what we like to see.
Didn't let it phase him. Well, if it did,
exactly.
It didn't show in his gameplay. So.
Oh yeah, no, there was a lot of great plays from Teddy. Teddy was really urgent in a lot of spaces, and he had really good reads. So, Teddy, you're playing well. You know, you just gotta tighten up some of the other stuff.
I liked a lot of his ideas. They were good.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's good. It's good to watch this kind of stuff. You know, you can learn a lot. All right, yeah, GG's to Teddy Ursa.
GG's to both guys.
Teddy. All right. Yep. Sweet. So, SBU is the one who is going to advance, which is pretty cool. So that means I'm just gonna quickly check the bracket. This means that SBU is gonna be squaring off against the loser of Max and Urban. So Max and Urban have to play, and then the loser of that plays Mr. J, and then the winner of that, which is gonna then play SBU. So SBU is seeded to play either Max or Urban, which is not gonna be easy. But SBU's playing hot. You just gotta keep it up. But yeah, great job, everyone. Great job. GG's to all the racers.
Yep, GG. Speaking of Max vs. Urban, that'll be happening on Sunday at 2 p.m., I think.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right. It's going to happen Sunday, 2 p.m. Teddy Ursa Yoshi himself and me are going to be commentating, so it's going to be great. And I put a lot of money in back alley brackets for Urban, so you better not lose. Because I've leveraged all of my Twitter stock on him winning. So yeah, don't do that. Don't lose, dude. Yeah. So it's Urban versus Max, and then after that it's gonna be me versus Kemi, where I'm gonna surreptitiously lose because Kemi's very fast. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching.
Yeah, good race.
Yeah, great race. All right. Bye, everyone. Until next time. See you guys Sunday. Hope you're all